The Banana Splits Movie 2, Road Split. Chapter 1. Susie was lying on the bed in her room. Today was another filming day for the show Banana Splits Adventure Hour, which followed the adventures of the four main characters, Fleagle the Beagle, Bingo the Gorilla, Drooper the Lion, and Snorky the Elephant. Before she and her father came to the company that owned the show, filming was done with real actors in the main characters' costumes. Since it was summer at the time, the actors suffered greatly in those huge, heavy costumes. Some even passed out. But then her father, who was passionate about robotics and electronics, came to them. He proposed an alternative, using animatronic puppets instead of people. His work impressed the company's directors, and he was hired as the chief engineer. Susie herself was taken on as a young actress for the show, with her father's consent. They both enjoyed working there. Before this, her father had been unlucky with jobs. People considered his inventions silly and useless. He struggled with socialization, but he was lucky to meet Susie's mother. She was a very beautiful woman. It was thanks to her that he didn't abandon his hobby and kept moving forward. She inspired him, giving him hope for a bright future. And it happened. They became a very happy couple. Later, they had Susie, the one and very beloved child in the family. She felt her parents' love and care and was very happy. She had a very warm relationship with her mother. Her mother was not only a mom to her but also a good friend to whom she could confide her deepest secrets and discuss the toys, TV shows, cartoons, and other things that interested her. For example, Susie had recently told her that she had fallen in love with a boy named Stevie, who also acted in the show. After that, her mother befriended Stevie's family and started inviting them over. Susie also had a very warm relationship with her father. Although he often got lost in his thoughts and projects, he didn't forget to spend time with his daughter. Her father regularly took her to all sorts of amusement parks, brought her to various festivals and events, and even made dancing and singing toys for her himself. Susie treasured them deeply. She even had a special shelf for them. Susie lay there thinking about the day ahead. Her father had promised to show her a new character for the show tomorrow, a cat named Harmony. The company had asked him to create a fifth split, who would become a key character in the new season. But besides that, another important event was on her mind, set to happen tomorrow, her 10th birthday. She was very curious about what her parents would give her this time. Last year, they had all gone to Disneyland together and spent the whole day having fun and relaxing. It was the best day of her life. She had ridden the attractions, eaten tons of tasty treats, and played with the park characters. Her dad had bought her a plush Mickey Mouse, which she still hasn't parted with to this day. Suddenly, the creak of the door pulled Susie from her train of thought. Her mom entered her room. "Sweetie, time to sleep. It's getting late. Tomorrow will be a big day," the woman smiled. "Mom, what are you going to give me tomorrow for my birthday?" "Wait until tomorrow and you'll find out." "Okay, Mom. Good night." "Good night, sweetheart. I love you." The woman walked over to the girl and kissed her on the forehead. "I love you too." The girl watched as her mother left. Susie slowly began to drift into sleep. Silence hung in the car. Beth looked over at her 19-year-old son. "Austin, I'm sorry. I wanted you and Harley to be safe. This is all my fault." A tear rolled down the woman's cheek. "Mom, it's okay. It's not your fault. We're all right." Austin didn't want to see his mother upset. Beth calmed down. She glanced in the rearview mirror and saw Harley's sad face. "Hey, kiddo, what's wrong? I feel sorry for Snorky. Want me to make a Snorky cocktail when we get home?" "Yeah." A faint smile appeared on the boy's face. The woman shifted her gaze to the curly-haired, dark-haired girl. "Zoe, it's about 30 minutes to your house. Don't worry, I'll explain to your mom why you're so late." "Okay." The girl watched the tree branches whizzing by through the side window. "Paige, where's your house?" Beth looked at the girl in the uniform. 52 Walter Street. "Thank you so much for offering me a ride. That's really kind of you." "Oh, no problem." "Paige, so does that mean you're out of a job now?" Yeah, pretty much. I'll have to pick up odd jobs for a while. Suddenly, Austin jolted and shouted sharply. Mom, the highway. Beth spun around and saw, through the windshield, a yellow, roofless car parked diagonally across the highway and an overturned trailer lying nearby. Beth recognized that car. Instinctively, the woman yanked the steering wheel to the side, and the car flew into the ditch. Darkness. Three police officers walked down a long corridor, lit only by dim lamps and their flashlights. Shredded fabric hung from above, and long cables snaked along the sides. These were maintenance tunnels. The smell of burnt wiring and something foul, nauseating, hung in the air. All clear so far, one of the officers said into his radio. Continue the sweep, the radio crackled, swallowing bits of the transmission, but the words were still understandable. Okay. The trio pressed on. An opening appeared in the left wall, boarded up with old planks. Jason, check that room. Michael and I will clear the rest of the corridor, ordered the officer with the radio. Okay, Jason replied. Michael and Matthew continued down the corridor. Jason took a run up and barged through the old, rotten boards with his shoulder. The man found himself in a room resembling a storage area. It reeked of faded paint and mold. Dust particles floated in the air, making the officer sneeze. Shelves, racks, and cupboards stood here and there, stacked with sealed boxes bearing various labels. Cleaning supplies sat in one corner. In another lay a crate filled with circuit boards, microchips, wires, and a bunch of other junk. Part of the ceiling by one wall was boarded over, likely to hide a hole. Directly beneath this patch section, leaning against the wall, was a large, dark silhouette. Jason directed his flashlight beam at it. It was a giant, anthropomorphic cat. It was covered in black fur, except for its muzzle, ears, paws, and tail tip, which were white. A green skirt covered the upper part of its legs and waist. It wore a red and yellow firefighter's helmet on its head. Its entire torso was riddled with holes and gashes, revealing the metal skeleton and various components with wires inside. Mold was visible in some places, though it seemed to be everywhere here. Its right eye was missing, likely having fallen out and rolled under one of the shelves. In its place was a gaping hole with an exposed LED in the center. The officer's attention was drawn to the dark, dried, reddish-brown stains on the cat's belly. Blood, he thought, but his thought was abruptly cut off by a sudden shout. Fuck. There's a whole pile of bodies here. Came a cry from deep within the corridor where Jason had been a minute earlier. It was Matthew. Jason turned and yelled back, and I found one of those robots. A black cat. A cat. Came Michael's voice in reply. There weren't any black cats. There was only a dog, a gorilla, a lion, and... The man tried to recall the fourth. An elephant. Matthew reminded him. Yeah, right, an elephant. Michael echoed. Well, come see for yourselves then. Jason responded. The man turned around to get another look at the animatronic but found nothing there. What the hell? Where did it?